Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, a chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Florida State's offense trots out there to open this game. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times will become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Dropping back, it's Jackson. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, you find a one-on-one matchup just like this, even though it's the first play of the game, and you attack downfield. Regardless of the situation, when you see a matchup as a quarterback, you take advantage of it. What a way to get started here for this offense.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. A short completion of the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. That's caught. It's Brown. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Caught quickly. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier side, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
And he's going to float this one to the right side.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in
the receiver. Here, we've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback keeps the football. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. That run good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. QB decides to keep it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll run it with the draw play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk. Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Here comes a handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
So your defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. But just so many different combinations and ways to attack it.
Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Defense is coming after him. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. We're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run?
And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. To throw, it's Jackson. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. No problem with the PAT. The lead 14-3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Running back has it on the screen now. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
So second down after the incompletion. Tight end goes in motion. Looking to throw again. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show it.
The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. An inside give now from the shotgun. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Stopped the ball at 44. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Morlock.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you don't play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Snags the quick throw. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Close to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Knowles. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? The pocket breaking down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Back to throw. It's Jackson. And now another deep ball here. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Knowles will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Handing off on the draw play. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
What now to the 22? It's a first down very near the red zone now.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
And the Knowles are going to cash in here in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Off target and incomplete. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a first down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Florida State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Man, I really thought they were going to run the football in here at the 1-yard line, but instead they decided to throw it. I think they completely caught the defense by surprise, and they get a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Grab down the middle. It's Briningstool. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. That completion makes it second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Seminoles. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a... kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Caught over the middle. It's Maffa.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not...
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Seminoles looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Knowles. This one is getting ugly. They began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. The pass rush closing in. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
And the Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Handed off for a draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Bringing pressure. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. The Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement affirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement? New setter down to the offense. 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Cheeks to get free. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
This is the 6th play on the drive. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Hill. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Noles pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
To throw, it's Uiagalelei. Receiver makes the grab. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Florida State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. By completion sets up a 2nd down play. And he drops back in the gun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32. And the Knowles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And the Seminoles are in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Cannot ask for better starting field position. 1st and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the...
Cannot escape, and down he goes. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game, and this defensive line is
fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
With the catch, it's Benson. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. After extending the lead with the field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Bringing it out, it's Randall. Breaking through defenders. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks free down the left side, end zone ahead. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Now to try here for the extra point. Oh, and it's blocked. Still a live ball here. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on 1st down. Returner decides to fair catch this. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you for watching Penn State at its Nets.